Hello. Hello. How are everyone? Will there be a review of your Marshall Bass amp? Yes, there will. Not for a while, but yeah, there will be a review of it at some point in the future. Hello. Hello. Hello, greetings to you. Tonight's guitar, by the way, is this one. Hello. You're probably literally just down the road from me. Well, you are literally just down the road from me. There's a chord for you. It's not sinister at all. What am I playing through? Marshall MG, but that's set clean and I've got my golden plexi on. Cheers. By the way, that name Castle Anthrax is amazing. How doing? Good week? No. Sorry to say it. I'm in a period of my life at this point in time where I feel like I'm losing my mind every day on multiple occasions, and I'm not in a very good mental mind space at all. My head's wrong. There's a lot wrong in my life, let's just put it that way. But it's not good. I think of Nuix Plexi Crunch pedal. The Plexi Crunch pedal is amazing. It's one of the best distortion pedals I've played through. Oh, rubbish, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Doesn't mean you have to like it though. It's the Devon Townsend project. Yeah, I know. Yeah, things will get better. It's just things nearly didn't. Read into that however you will. But things nearly took a last Tuesday. Things nearly took a very drastic left turn. Yeah, she's okay. Cheers. I learned how to build my own guitars and would love you to buy one. Build one, sorry. What's the best way to contact you? Best way to contact, message me on Instagram. Want to change my pickups on my Mexican Strat, noiseless or Texas specials? It's really down to you. It depends on what you want them for, really. I mean, for me, I would go for Texas specials if I had to. I feel like I missed something. I do apologise. Neither. Yes. Favorite unnecessary complicated chord voicing? I don't know. It'd be hard to say. Probably this one. This one's weird, but I really like it. It's ugly, but pretty all at the same time. It's a super cool chord. Cheers. Columbus, yeah. Yes, I think it is Korean, this one. I don't actually know. It's missing its sticker. I don't know if it's Japanese or whatever. It's a lawsuit guitar because it's got the open book. So, and it's one-piece neck with the wings. Technically, yeah, it's a rip-off, you know. But this is one of the best 335s I've ever played in my life. Also one of the best looking. Is a bolt-on neck, which I love. It's great. It's an amazing guitar, this thing. It sounds great. It's very inspiring. I don't play it as much as I should, but I will never sell this guitar because it's just ridiculously inspiring. It's amazing, and the chord's just absolutely stunning. It's supposed to look like the Walnut 335s, but it's just because it's not Walnut, it just has its own thing, which is just amazing. Oh, I don't name my guitars. My guitars do not have names. I don't do naming guitars. What other hobbies do you have? Outside of music, not a great deal. I don't really find anything. There's certain things I like doing, but music is the thing I love. You know, and it's always it comforts me more. Mr. White, yeah. I mean, I don't really call. I don't. It's not. I don't. I call everything a Mister. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, Mr. Marshall, Mr. Strap, Mr. Van. You know, I mean, everything's got a Mister in front of it. They're not names per se. It's not like I call. It's like Slash with Jessica or Lucille. You know, BB King's Lucille or anything like that. They're not names. They're just kind of they're kind of like terms of endearment for certain things. But yeah, this is just the Columbus or the 335, you know. Even though I'm sure Gibson would be like, it's not a 335, Dave. Sue me then. Oh, you did? Sued the company, not me. You playing any new guitar lesson series? How to play rock? Not really. No. Teaching. I did a teaching video the other day that's going to come out in a few months. Teaching videos scare the pants off me. Like I don't. I know people like the teaching videos, but they actually scare the pants off me. I'm always terrified of giving people the wrong advice, the wrong way to play things, and all these other things. And I just get really freaked out by them. It takes me a lot to what's the word? Well, I suppose it takes me a lot to get the guts up to film them, because I tend to get a bit freaked out with teaching. It's not something that I'm kind of really particularly very comfortable doing. You know, I have taught guitar in the past, but I don't feel I'm particularly great at it. But and it just makes me freaking panic. But yeah, you know, for what it's worth, I do my best. Let's put it that way. Experience with Chibsons, yeah. I mean, I really like Chibsons. You know, Chibson guitars, when Chibsons are set up right, they're amazing. They just need quite a bit. Some of them need quite a bit of work. You know, nuts are normally cut extraordinarily badly. The frets and sometimes can be a bit ropey. You know, truss rods, bridge height, string height, but you can get some amazing Chibsons that are just like absolutely wicked. You know, again, you just work on them, but you know, you can make any guitar work as long as you know what you're doing with them and know what you want. It's another thing that's really important, I think, in any kind of walk of life, is to kind of know what you want. Oh, thank you very much, Rocky Sloan, for the $5. The Monterey vibe. Nice. Awesome. But yeah, I think when it comes down to kind of like musical instruments or anything in general, you need to know what you want. It's kind of you know, otherwise you're just kind of fishing around. You never really have a set goal, and I reckon it's really important to kind of know where you're going and what you're doing. It's okay kind of doing this, but you know, eventually you have to unblindfold yourself. Do you have guitar lesson video Californication Slay Castle? No, I don't. I never got round to it. Maybe I could do it. I mean, I don't think the Slane Castle intro. That's so cool, that bit. effects bit. Yeah. That is such an amazing intro jam. That bit, so good, and that as well. I mean, that's almost like Buckethead. You know what I mean? You could stick a delay on that. Like, was it? Sounds really cool. What's the logo? It's the Devon Townsend Project. Look them up. They're not a band anymore, but they're amazing. Devon Townsend's a genius. Shows you vibrato techniques. Like, I don't know what I do. I mean, vibrato is just something that kind of like develops, I believe. I think it's one of those things you can work on, but your own. Yeah, because sometimes it's nice not to do vibrato. If you're doing like kind of single note, like if you're doing like a singy kind of solo, sometimes it's nice not to do vibrato and just kind of. Oh, I didn't turn the pedal on. You know, no. You can do a lot with no vibrato, but I don't really know what I do, boys. Oh yeah, it's the Marshall MG 100-watt head. It's just down here. Golden Plexi, Marshall Governor, usual pedal board basically. Can't play it, copyright. 1 sec. Bye. Give me a sec. Not brand. Copyright using that. Do you know the intro song to Slane Castle when they first come on? I do, yeah. Again, I don't think that's a... It's a bit of a weird thing to play on a 335, but... Short version. Yeah, we're on the 335s this evening. I was drawn to this guitar, so I'm playing it, and it's definitely got a vibe, man. Any holiday plans? No, I don't do holidays. I do guitar, and every time I play a guitar and get lost in music, that's a holiday. Fun Licks 101 with Dave. Let's go to a bridge. $330. No, it's what? Technically, you're not wrong. Because it's totally hollow. This doesn't have a center block because it's a fake, but it is a 335 by design because it's got the humbuckers and all the other appointments. But it's technically a 330 335, so it's a 330 335. So I do the maths. Trapeze, yes. I know the feeling. How's the Les Paul clone coming along? But you had to fix the jack. Oh, the encore, was it? Do you mean the encore? Did you buy that guitar or is it on loan for you? This is mine. I bought this in 2020. I bought this the day before I went to France. And it's been with me ever since and will be with me till the end of my time with it. You know, it'll outlive me. But so it should. Oh. Are you mad? That's insane. You can't do that. That's insane. That's mental. That's just far too much. I'm giving some of that back. It's insane. I appreciate, but that's still far too much money. That's silly. Come on, let's not go down that road. Indeed, trademark doesn't matter. No, I mean this thing is insane. Alice in Chains licks. Don't encourage people. Money's important to other people. You don't need to be funding my bad habits. Jerry Control kind of licks. I mean, Jerry's got some amazing kind of like crazy things, but it's hard to pick. It's really hard to pick. Jerry would always do this thing where he bends. He's so Jerry bends a lot, you know. He'll so like instead of like playing an E note, he'll like that or a tone. You know, that kind of thing. There's a lot of bend. Like Jerry really bends. He does a lot of weird bending kind of things. It's very, very cool. Very cool riffs you can get out of like Jerry Control style. I kind of went off the Alice in Chains thing there, but you know what I mean. You can do some amazing things with bending. Playing SG for about a year now, and I want to go back to the Strat again. Do you recommend the Vintage series? Oh, thank you very much, Charles Calloway, for the £5. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much. I'll buy a pint of mild I'll buy a half a pint of mild in a pint glass. With it. Thanks very much. Classic. I don't really know. I haven't got enough experience with them, so I don't really know. The new ones, you mean? Or do you mean the old ones? I'm going to have to do something with that. There's something in that. The new ones, yeah. I haven't really got enough experience with the new ones to know. Like I say, I don't get. There's not any guitar shops around here that have new Fenders. I don't think there's any guitar shops in Lincolnshire anymore that have like Fender and Gibson endorsements because they're too expensive. You know, my friend Lee at Gallagher's Guitars in Grimsby. You should go, by the way. Everyone should make a pilgrimage to Gallagher's Guitars on Freeman Street in Grimsby. Be there or be square. And yeah, he can't stock Fenders or Gibsons because it's just too expensive. Thinking of getting a made in Japan Strat from 1984. I mean that could be a good avenue to go down because the Japanese Strats, man, are insane. They're so good. Another one. Guitar shops are just like, it's because everything's online now. You know what I mean? You're competing with like, lots of different shops and it's all online, I'm pretty much convinced that most of the guitar shops in the country could shut down and just be online and not have a physical shop for you to go to and still be all right. Oh, thank you very much. I have an early 2000s Mexican Strat, which has been my main 10 years. Nice. Fernandez. I really want a Fernandez. I keep seeing them crop up, but they're so expensive. Fernandez are so expensive, but I'd really like one. Classic vibes are great. Guitars, indeed. Sonic series is great. It is, indeed, yeah. Sonic series are amazing. Fender and Gibson require a guitar. Yeah, indeed. It's very expensive to stock Gibson and Fender. Yeah, it's not a good time. It's not a good time. Exactly. Trying out guitar is really, really important. Yeah. I always really wanted to set up my own guitar shop. I always wanted to own a guitar shop. Having worked in two, I always really wanted my own guitar shop, and basically that's never going to happen because it'd just be stupid, because it'd be business suicide. There's no way to fund it. It's too expensive, sadly. But I would have loved that. It would have been one of those things that I wish I could do. But like I say, yeah, I would if I could. But again, that's the problem, is that there's no one's going to come in. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. People are going to go online and get things online. Fernandez, Les Paul, Bernie branded. Nice. Oh, they are amazing. I've tried a couple of those, and every time I've tried one, I'm like, right, how can I nick this? Mexican-made Mike McCready is almost 2,000. Yeah, I know, it's bloody expensive. I mean, even the custom shop ones are just outrageous. Was it like 12,000 or something like that? Yeah, I can imagine. It's horrid, isn't it? It is really horrible. Oh, thank you very much indeed, JF, for the €5. No worries. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Can you get done for whistling melodies? Because I just whistled an Alice in Chains song. Can you get copyright flag for that? Green Alicia. I can probably do the first chord, but that's about as far as I can go because of getting copyright. Oh, wrong pickup. I can't play it because, again, I don't want the stream to all of a sudden cut off and be like, no. Yeah, I think it is. Like, if I set up, like, a guitar bar or a guitar coffee shop where you could come in and pick guitars off a wall and order a coffee and sit and noodle, hey, there's an idea for you. Don't nick that. Pretend I didn't say that. That you didn't hear that here, okay? You didn't hear that. That's da-da-da-da-da. You know, here's a nice chord for you. It's called the G major. That's all you want to hear. Indeed it is. Fleetwood Mac are probably one of the worst for it as well. Like, because it's not technically Fleetwood Mac, but you know what I mean. I'll just bring a drink over here, shouldn't I? Can you recommend an amp to use just for cleans? I was thinking about Tube amp, but there is necessary need. Boss Katana. Basically. What reverb do you use? It's the reverb in the amp, mainly. Ah, Karmavan. Thank you very much for €5. Let me read that, please. You couldn't own a guitar shop, Dave. That is true. That is true. I would be that kind of really awkward, like, guitar shop owner guy who would be like, Dave, can I buy this? No, because it's mine. Yeah, that's very true. It wouldn't end well, would it? Let's be honest. I'd just be bankrupt with loads of guitars. I can think of worse things. Oh, thank you very much, Darren Devereaux, for the €20. Thank you. What song do you like to play close to close a gig? Along the Watchtower, the Jimi Hendrix version. It's just it just seems to round everything off perfectly. That song. It's been a staple kind of like encore song of a trio for ages. Hello from the foothills. Hello. Want to buy a JMP 50 watt? Yes, I would love to, but I have absolutely no money. But don't tempt me in with Marshall JMP's 50 watts. Yes, I would love to buy it, but I can't. I've got no money. But yeah, I'm not in a very good headspace, no. But thanks anyway. 1 per terraformer, line 6, MM4. I would probably say line 6, but I really like that line. I really like the line 6 pedals. Say Frusciante. And why wouldn't you? Let's be honest. Why wouldn't you say John's name? Is this where he comes back and says, "You said it wrong"? When should you upgrade from a Mexican to an American Strat? I don't know, because I never have. My favourite guitar of all time is still a Mexican Strat. I have American made ones, but my white Strat is still my favourite. You seen the new pod? Yeah, very curious about that. Can't copyright. Marshall Laney, we have to ask Tony Iommi. Yeah. Play some John Mayer? Definitely not. Is Katana 50 also good? It is, yeah, but just bear in mind, I mean, it doesn't matter to me, but the Katana 50 doesn't have an effects loop. So if you're an effects loop person, you're going to be annoyed because it doesn't have one. Hello from Leighton Buzzard. Hello to you. Do I have the great side? Not particularly, no. You ever tried making little doodle pieces with some nice dissonance? Yeah, every now and again. You can do some fun things, like, like... I can't reach it, look, that's good, isn't it? It's weird. Certain guitars I can't do things. This is one where I can't do... That's quite fun. It's quite fun, that is. Something a bit weird. Katana Mark II, for a loop, but they don't have a looper built in. No, Katanas don't have a loop built in. Oh wow, that went really fast. Do you have any experience with Chinese versus Indonesian Squire classic vibes? Yeah. To me, I prefer the Chinese made classic vibes. The Indonesian ones are really, really good and they sound great, but I don't like the necks as much. The necks are different to the Chinese made ones. So personally, if I was going to get one, I'd have to get an old Chinese one. That was a GMI track. I have no idea. You shares John's love for the Velvet Underground. Not particularly, no. I do like the Velvet Underground, just not enough to I don't listen to them a lot. Intermediate, which katana? Any of them. It depends on what you want. I mean, if you want, I mean, to be honest with you, an all-rounder, go for the Katana 100, because you get everything. Then but it depends on what you kind of need it for. If you don't mind effects, so you get the 50. Sound amazing anyway. But if you want to go a bit more, get the Pearly King. Go for the 100. If you want the Pearly King, get the Artist. The Artist is just like insane. You thought of putting lessons online? I've got some on this channel. I've got a fair few on the channel. It's just that, they're old now, so by YouTube lands, they don't exist. Oh, very much, Chris Williams. Got to get a JS300 because your review. Yes, do it. They're amazing. Oasis, Blur Can Go Away. Do you have any criticisms from the Boss Katana? Yeah, I've got one massive criticism of the Boss Katana. I don't own more of them. Other than that, no. I've got no criticisms on the Boss Katana. They sound great. Everything's light and portable. They sound humongous. They're loud. There's not. I really do believe the Boss Katana is the perfect amp. It's got everything in it. It's the desert island amp, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like that thing where it leaves you wanting for nothing, Don't Forget Me Outro. I can't really do Don't Forget Me Outro. I can kind of pseudo do something with it, but I can't really do any kind of thing. What group do you like? Which would... No surprises. Spice Girls. Bryan Adams. I really like Bryan Adams. More for the songwriting. My favourite... If you want to know, my favourite Guilty Pleasure song is Everything I Do It For You. Because that song is amazing. Not only kind of like, not only because that song kind of mean quite a lot to me, actually, weirdly, but also the fact of the way it's written and certain things. There's this one bit where he goes... F major, and then changes to a minor to hang it, and it's just like that. I mean, that's insane in itself. And also the minor fall in it, because it goes around. This bit. I mean, God. And then after the guitar solo, it comes back in. It does that middle section again, but they add the G major in. So it's like, before the guitar solo, you've got D minor. It does that. But after the guitar solo, it comes into that bit where you hear his voice come back in. It goes D minor, C, and G. And it just adds this next level. God almighty. Oh, it's insane. Billy Joe, thank you very much. Can we jam? Yes, at some point. I'm going to do a jam workshop one day. Do you have a day job or is music is full time? John Lennon is songwriting. I like it, it's not up there massive with me, but John's got some great stuff. Working Class Hero. If Working Class Hero isn't one of the best songs ever, I don't know what is. Wasn't that #1 for months? Yeah. Rumour has it, Bryan Adams withdrew it from the charts because he got sick of hearing it everywhere he went. But it was like, wasn't it like at the top of the charts for like 9 months or something like that? Mental, I don't know. The Bass 6... Thoughts for me, go for it. The Bass 6 is an amazing instrument, but it's a very lonely instrument. There's not many places it sits. It's a weird thing, but it's still a great instrument. It really is. You a fan of Octave Fuzz? And if so, the pedals, would you recommend? Not really. No, I'm not. I don't like Octave Fuzz. You know, the Octavia sound and stuff like that. It's cool, but I don't really like it that much. No, not a fan of Greta Van Fleet. Memory Man. I would be if I could afford one, but yeah, they are great. The Memory Mans are great. Does the Dave Murray pick guard do traditional Strat sounds? Not really. No, it's not. It's not really. It's not a real, Strat thing. Most outrageous chord. Probably this one. That's a pretty insane looking chord. Favorite John solo record? Inside of Emptiness, the rockier one. One with that on Look On. It is Inside of Emptiness. You know, my brain doesn't work, but I'm pretty sure it's Inside of Emptiness. Closely followed by the Empyrean and Shadows Collide. What I Saw. Yes, it's a great song, isn't it? I love that. Why do you think new metal has so much shame associated to it now? I think it was oversaturated. I don't know. I think people just love to hate. In the words of Yoshspring, I think it's cool to hate. People just love it. People just love something to hate. It's like Nickelback. People always kind of like go, Nickelback are rubbish. But they haven't actually arrived at that opinion on their own thought process. They're just riding the coattails of what their mate said or what somebody else said. And I think that's a dangerous way to be. You know, you need to be honest to yourself. If you like something, you like it. You know, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing to kind of like hide what you to be worried about saying what you like. It's not fair. You know, why do you have to hide what you love? It's ridiculous. Is learning songs that are a bit out of my comfort zone a good way to improve on guitar? Definitely. If it's out of your comfort zone, yes. That Bridge and Skateboy still gives me cheers. Yeah, there you go. There's a Kelly Clarkson song called Behind Hazel Eyes. That's a great song. Amazing pop rock song. Great song. John and Omar record. Yes, it's ace. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah. I never liked Limp Bizkit. They were a band I never got on with. I just didn't get on with that. You just got to hear it in a nutshell. Still a T-Rex, yeah. Again, you this is your life. You know, you're here for this. It's a blink of an eye. You know, so why would you spend your time worrying about what other people like or hiding what you love and not just showing it off? Ingve, let's do an Ingve run. I'm not familiar with that, no. Highway Child. Can I play Highway Child and get away with it, do you think? Because it's Jimi Hendrix. No. It's about as much as I dare. Dr. Solomon had to cut back on a Coca-Cola. Favorite Pink Floyd solo? Time. The solo to Time is my favourite Pink Floyd solo because I love how it comes in. I love the fact that you kind of get that kind of like out of that chorus and Dave hits the F sharp minor chord and then and then it comes into the solo. It's not immediate. You've got that kind of like hold off and it comes in on the second chord of progression. It's amazing. Waylon Jennings. Yeah. Favorite song off Jupiter and Mars. Tough. I've got a lot. I mean, if you really had to pin me down, it'd probably be "She Looks to Me." "She Looks to Me" is an amazing song. I mean, that's insane. Miles Kennedy or Axl singing Guns N' Roses song. Axl in his prime. Axl now, well, although saying that, I did see a video of Axl Rose recently. He sounded pretty good, but he does still sound like Mickey Mouse sometimes. But Axl in his prime, you couldn't get a better person to sing Guns N' Roses. You know, it is what it is. What's your favourite band of all time? I don't think I've got a favourite band of all time, because I like so many different bands. You know, I don't think there's one that can go, oh, that's the one. You know, I have a favourite guitarist of all time. But I don't, as far as bands, no, I can't do that. Does fuzz have to be at the beginning of the chain? No, it can be wherever you want it to be. There are no rules. If you want to put a fuzz in the effects loop, go for it. You know, if that's what you want to do and that's the way you want it to sound, go for that. You know, there's no right or wrong way. Can you play a bit of the flute with Matt Pellegrino? Well, not really, no, because again, copyright. I'm a bit edgy. I mean, I can. I'm about to do that about as much as I dare. Mike Campbell's new stuff. I haven't heard any yet, actually. Tips learning the F chord. Yeah, start small. Start with a triad. Those 3 notes. Just start with that. And also kind of like learn to mute the high E with it as well. You don't necessarily need that for that. So just start simple. Start with that and try moving it around. Sorry, I really itchy nose all of a sudden. I do apologise. How much bass is too much bass? Any. I don't run the bass on any of my amps anymore. They did, yeah. Favourite solo from Slane Castle? Crumbs. I mean, Parallel Universe one is absolutely insanity. But so are the Scar Tissue ones. I mean, I don't think there's a bad solo in Slane Castle. It's insane. But John was just firing on all cylinders. That whole band are firing on all cylinders at that gig. But it's hard to say. It's hard to say which one would be my favourite. I do love the Don't Forget Me one as well. I might have to watch Slane Castle tonight now you've said that. When I come off the live show, I'm going to go and watch Slane Castle and cheer myself up. In your typical John Frusciante setup, guitar, DS2, WH10 amp, where would you place a C1 or chorus pedal? Right before the amp, so it'd be guitar, DS2, WH10, chorus pedal, amp. That's where I'd put it. Favourite Hendrix band of Gypsies song? Machine Gun. I really like Nickelback. I love Nickelback as well. I've always loved Nickelback. I actually have How You Remind Me on tape, the single. I'm Nickelback fan. I love Nickelback. I think they're great. They've got great songs, and I don't know why people hate them. Again, I reckon it's pandering to what people say. You know, people go, oh, they're rubbish, and this and the other. They're not rubbish. If they were rubbish, they wouldn't have made them. They wouldn't have been millionaires. You know, it's insane. Anyway, Daisy Jones and no, I haven't heard of them. No. Do you have any problems recording in the DS2 in the studio for the new album? No. I mean, the thing is, like, the DS2 for me is just always flat out. I don't have any issues with it. You know, I've used it for so many years. I know its ins and outs and foibles, so I just get on with it. What was that? Could you give a couple of your top guitar exercises? Yeah, I mean, what a good. Well, this is one of the little finger exercises that I do. I don't do it as much now because I kind of got bored of it. But I have certain patterns. So this is I think it's pandering or jealousy. Yeah, true. Say for instance, like we got this. with the first and second fingers. That's pattern 1. Pattern 2 is with the first finger and the ring finger. Pattern 3 is this. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So I'll run pattern 1, pattern 2, and then pattern 3. And also I'll do it up and down. So I'll go like that. But then what I'll do is I'll start mixing them up. So start on pattern number 2, then go to pattern number 1, and then go to pattern number 3. So you know, and then start on pattern number 3, pattern number 1, and then pattern number 2. I ain't done it in a while because I got a bit bored of it. My new favourite one is what is it now? There's this one as well. There's that one. That's quite fun. It bends your mind, and you can always catch yourself off guard with it, which is great. But there's another one here which is quite cool, where you can run up the neck. You're in E minor, and you can do this. You know, and you can kind of get faster at it. I love legato. I don't like to pick things a lot, but you know, that kind of thing. So that's another one. I've got this little finger exercise that sounds like it's like a little melody. It's this. It's just a bit of a giggle. But that's normally, if I can't play that, I'm not warmed up enough. Oh, thank you very much indeed, Paul McKeon, for the £10. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. How you remind me is a masterclass of how to write a rock song. How you remind me is just hook after hook after hook after hook. It's the same as kind of Wonderwall. You know, I wish I'd written it. Oh. My battery's dying. I'm gonna have to get off in 5 minutes anyway because I've been able on now. How many guitars do I own? Not enough. 3 Days Grace. Yeah, 3 Days. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I know what you mean. I got some good songs. This guitar's amazing. I've got no idea what the machine heads are on this thing because they've been replaced. They're these weird ones with just a P on it. Will you do lessons on a new era of John Frusciante trills repeating licks? John hasn't really changed his style. I don't know. When I watch John, he's not doing anything new that he hasn't already done. I don't know where this idea John's kind of like doing all the kind of brand new stuff is coming from because he's not. You know, it's still very much it's an amalgamation of everything he's done, but it's still the same. It's still the same John. Favorite Chili Peppers song, Scar Tissue. Can I request guitar lesson for Slane Castle solo intro? I've already done it. I'm pretty sure it's in my How to Play Out John Frusciante series. I've done the Slane Castle intro solo. I'm pretty sure. Now, if I haven't, I will do it for you. But I'm pretty sure I've already done it. But I could be wrong on that one. Favorite Hendrix song, Machine Gun. There's a version of Machine Gun. The Fillmore East version is insane, but there's a version on YouTube of him playing in Oklahoma, Norman, Oklahoma, and the guitar playing in there. No one's ever going to play like that. No one. It's just outrageous. You can't teach Hendrix. No one will let you. The Hendrix estate don't like you. Can't play it. Copyright. Ace, thank you very much. Big frets, small frets. Depends on the guitar. What is the Andertons crew like? That isn't on you. They're like they are on camera, off camera. You know, especially Pete. Pete's brilliant. He's like one of the most funny people you're ever going to meet. Yeah, Papa Roach has some good songs. I have done, yeah. Amazing. Wow, that brings back some memories. There's another finger exercise for you. Whole tone scale. Really good finger exercise. You can move it up. You can kind of start on F and just keep moving up a semitone. You see, it gets really confusing. Anyway, off camera, I'm amazing, honestly. Favorite Oasis riff? Underneath the Sky. That's probably one of my favorite Oasis songs, full stop. How's it going? It's been better, but I'm here and I'm talking to you awesome people and it makes things way better, so that's good. How actual awesome are the necks on the jet guitars? Amazing. They're insane, aren't they? Absolutely insane. Do you still talk to the old hat manager? How about opening a guitar? No, I don't talk to him, and if I talk to him again for the rest of my life, it'd be too soon. Let's just put it that way. What do you think about Idols? Not really a big fan, but that's me. Tried to find your video on pentatonic scales, couldn't find it. It's called Unlocking the Neck. I know YouTube does this weird thing where it hides videos. I don't really know why it does that. But yeah, try putting in Dave Simpson Unlocking the Neck. I'm playing a Charvel in it. Charvel, man. I wish that guitar had worked out because I love that guitar, but it just didn't like me. I'm AZ. Yeah, I've done a demo of one. Could you show the body of the guitar, please? Yes, there you go. I'll give you a nice little twirl as well. It is a bolt-on. This guitar's amazing. I love it to bits. Where can I buy your music so you get the most benefit? Bandcamp. There's links in the description box below to Bandcamp. Can you play some improvised on the bridge? Not really, because again, well, let me play it in a different key, and I'll play it a bit weird. So let's do it here instead of there. Let's do it in F sharp major. What would it be? I've forgotten how to play it. Something like that. Sorry, I missed that thing about mascara. What was that? Sell that guitar to me. I'm not selling this guitar to anybody. You can pry it out of my cold, dead hands when I'm dead. Looks like a thick neck, like your V. It's actually not too bad. This one's thinner than the V. The V's probably the biggest neck I've got on a guitar. It's a monster, that is, but it's really comfy. Would a classic Crybaby work for John Shanks? No. It hasn't got the sweep. How to improve timing and rhythm when I record myself, it sounds a bit off. Metronome. Or a drum machine. Practice with metronome or drum machine. You know, you want that dip, 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 and just keep practicing away with it. How much was it? I think it was 200 quid, this guitar, when I got it. It needed a lot of work, though. I spent a lot of time and money on it to get it right. Improv Cliffs of Dover. Good lord. Cliffs of Dover vibe. I mean, we can do something like that. I mean, it's... showing off on one now, and that's not Eric Johnson at all, is it? Let's be honest. But yeah, I can't play like Eric. Tell me, baby, on the next improv video. I'll see what I can do. Did you watch the bottom? No, I missed it. I'm absolutely gutted I missed it. Lesson on Little Wing. Already done it. I have a playlist of how to play like Jimi Hendrix, and I have a video on how to play the Little Wing intro. And yeah, it's what it is. I'm not, but thank you very much indeed. You're all legends out there. Yes, please do. That'd be amazing. You have any tips on muting string to play single notes? That's something you're gonna have to figure out yourself. If like, say for instance, like you want to play a single note, like just this note here, you can do that quite easy just by like barring and just not pressing down, but you know, you're just killing the strings with that finger, just putting enough pressure on them to kill them. But eventually you can kind of like start doing all sorts of other things. Like you can mute with this hand using your thumb. I can't really. You know, you can do all sorts of things eventually. It just, again, you got to find your own way, really. Like how John doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. His favourite YouTube channels. Crimson Guitars is one of them. Finders, Beepers, History Seekers is another one. I'm gonna sneeze. And I'm back. Oh, crikey. Like GNLs, yes, I would love to own a GNL. I just haven't found the right one. Thank you very much. Do you talk to audience at your gigs? I do, yeah. I have to shut myself up. I would talk more at gigs if I don't stop myself. I don't know. Could be hay fever. That's a cool little country though. I slid back in. Cheers. Here's all the form and grace of a dying crab. You've spoken about anxiety in the past. Do you get anxious before playing live? Yes, all the time. I don't know any of them now. Did you review this guitar? I did, yeah. I reviewed this guitar when I was in France. So that's a video from 2020, so it's a long time ago. Well, kind of. What's your favourite Blood Sugar Sex Magic song? It'd be Breaking the Girl, probably. I really love that song. It's a great song. Since when did you start playing guitar, or since when did you start playing guitar and actually learning? I was 16, 2002. You need to check out Rick Beato. I know Rick Beato's channel. I've followed him for years. I remember just like stumbling across Rick years ago. If you could have one pedal, what would it be? My Zoom G2.1U. But I'd rather not just have one. No, I haven't tried that. We'll ever do a guitar camp? I highly doubt it. If you were a cake, I would say Jamaican ginger. I'll buy that. I've got Jamaican ginger cake downstairs. I love Jamaican ginger cake, so I will take that. I'm on the ad nights tonight, aren't I? It's Andy Summers' evening here in the Simpson compound. Any other hobbies? Not really. Whoa, it just went really, really fast. Which out of the Captain Danish Pete's playing do you enjoy playing the most? Sorry, Captain Lee, but I like Pete's playing more. Guitar. My only annoying thing is the fact that I never got to jam with Pete. I got to play his guitar and I got to play his pedal board and saw him play, but I never actually got to jam with him, which is kind of annoying. Alright, anyway, I'm going to have to get off because my battery's going to die in a minute, I think. So, let me just do something before I go. No, I'm not. No. Anyway, yeah, so I'm definitely not, but thank you very much. Do you know how to play piano as well? I can fumble around on piano. I'm not competent at piano, but I can play piano-ish. Well, would you? I missed it. These are going really fast. Do you still drink? Yes, I do. All the time. Jimi Hendrix and John Frusciante tears are a staple of what I have to drink to keep going. How often are we live? I don't know. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to do live streams more often because I really like them, and they're actually really helping my mindset, which is messed up right now. So it's really you lot are really helping me. So thank you for that. We go for one-to-one lessons. Yeah, if I get enough time, I'll do one-to-one lessons. I just don't have the time right now. No worries, I'm getting off as well. I'm going to go and watch the Slane Castle gig. So I can't play. I definitely can't play Led Zeppelin on YouTube. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. For everyone who gave on the super chat, thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate it. It really, really helps. And I'll say, video coming out tomorrow at 6 p.m. UK time. Really, really cool little guitar. Really, really cool little guitar video coming tomorrow. So hopefully you enjoy it and hopefully it'll be all right. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at 6. Well, my video past self will see you then. And I'll see you in the comment section. So thank you very much. See you later. Goodbye now. Have a good one.